This is Leah Bales with the Soul Big Life Show. Today is part one of a mini series, Game Changing Word Swaps. We're looking at words that most of us use by habit that might not be leading to the results and the way of being in the world we really want. Have you ever noticed that you might sometimes find yourself saying, I have to, I've got to, as in, I have to go to the grocery store, I have to go to yoga class, I have to pick up my son, I have to make dinner, I have to go to this meeting, I have to get this report done. Very, very common. And yet, really, do you have to? No, almost everything is a choice. True, there are consequences. You don't go to the meeting, you don't get the report done, your business may fall off, you might get fired, you don't get groceries, you're not going to have groceries at home. And still, it's a choice. And when we frame it like, I've got to, it's like we're driven by something other than ourselves. It's almost like the busyness, the to-do list is driving us and in control of us. So instead of saying, I have to, or I've got to, try saying, I want to. I want to go to the store. I want to make dinner tonight. I want to pick up my son. I want to get the report out. And if that doesn't feel quite true, say, I choose to get the report done, make dinner tonight, pick up my son, whatever it is, or even I'm going to. Because when you do that, just notice how that feels. Think to yourself what you're doing today and say, I've got to, I have to, this. Think of all the things you have to do, you've got to do. And remember, it is a choice. You're choosing to do it. Yes, there may be consequences, there are reasons. Look at why you're doing it. Just take a moment. I'm going to the grocery store. May not be my very favorite thing to do, but I'm going to the grocery store because I want to have good food in the house for myself and my family, my friends to eat. I'm picking up my son because I want him to feel appreciated. I'm happy with what he's doing. I'm bringing him home. I want him to have a ride home. Whatever it is for yourself that you're doing, notice how different that is. I've got to, I have to, I want to, I choose to, even I'm going to. One of my clients recently told me she took it up a notch, which I love, which is I get to go to the store. I get to write that report. I get to go to the meeting. When you take it that way, notice what happens. For me, it kind of amps up the enthusiasm level and the gratitude. It makes me remember, I'm really grateful to be alive today. I get to do these ordinary things because I'm alive and I'm here and I can choose whether I do it, how I do it, and the way I do it. The way you talk about this makes a lot of difference. Notice for yourself. I've got to, I have to. To me, it feels like I'm driven not by my own choice and autonomy, but the to-do list, by somebody else, some other expectation. I want to, I have to, I choose to, I'm going to. How does it feel to you? Notice. Be very kind and loving when you're starting to notice this pattern or any pattern. We all have patterns that kind of bring us down. As soon as you can notice what those are, they begin to shift. Notice with a playful spirit and a loving heart, when you say, I have to, or I'm going to, or I've got to, and notice when you shift it out of I have to, I want to, I'm going to, I choose to, I get to. Notice what the difference is. I'd love to hear from you. Play with it in your life. Let me know what you find and join us tomorrow for part two of